Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Honcho J23, and you are now tuned in to the latest hottest show on Instagram Live. That is the Independent Scene episode 133. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank everybody for joining me on this evening. I hope you guys have been enjoying you guys' day. I hope you guys' day have been going great. I am truly grateful and appreciative for all the people that have been showing me much love and support throughout this process. It's not an easy process, but I thank you guys for always tuning in and being there for me, and making sure that you guys tune in every single week to catch these episodes. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Usually, you guys, I come on here and we talk about music and amongst other things, but this time I'm going to kind of switch it up a little bit, and we have a dope artist in the building. He was on one of my previous shows, but he's back again for another update. And this is what we do. This is what I do. So I bring you guys updates. So today we have the one and only, once again, he's a homie, he's a friend, he's a bro. I am the Fat Boy is in the building for episode 133. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my guest at this time. I am the Fat Boy. Let's get it.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's going on, my brother?
Another day, another dime, man.
I feel that. I feel that. Long time no see, my man. Last time I talked with you, man, it was what? Couple episodes ago.
Couple episodes. It's been a little minute. You know what I'm saying? We back, though. We back.
Yeah, we back. Back in the day. Like we never left. You know what I mean?
Right. I've been seeing you grinding, though. You know what I'm saying? I be watching.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate the love, man. It's definitely as I always say, man. It definitely means a lot. You know what I mean? So, first of all, like I said again, welcome back to the show, man. It's always truly a pleasure and an honor chopping it up with you, man. And I definitely can't wait to find out what's been going on with you as of late. And you know what I'm saying. With that being said, for all my newcomers that are gonna be coming in, please introduce yourself to all the new people that's coming in. Let them know who you are, and we're gonna jump right into it.
No doubt. I'm the Fat Boy, sketch artist, rapper, photographer, male, big and tall model out of North Carolina. I wear a lot of other hats, but I ain't gonna run down y'all time like that.
Right, right,
But
right, right.
but I try to make it real easy because I'm the Fat Boy. That's not just a greeting. What's up, Mrs. Love Money? Um, it's not just a greeting. That's all my handles online. So if you go on Twitter, if you go on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, follow me. I'm the Fat Boy, and then you can find out everything at ImTheFatBoy.com. But don't beat me up because I got to update the website. So y'all,
Most definitely, yeah, definitely, guys. Don't go out to my man. You know what I mean? He definitely got a lot of things. He's trying to put together and execute in place. So I definitely feel that.
oh yeah.
All right, so tell us, man. We just go hop into it right after that. How's everything been going with you, man? Give us what's new in your world, my brother.
So it's been going real good. Like 2020 it's been an eye opening year, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been still a very good year. I just kind of had to switch focus, and basically what I did was kind of go more digital. You know what I'm saying? Do more stuff online, like the Jam Concert Live.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I just did that one not too long ago. It was actually like what 3 weeks ago. I shout out to DJ R&B, by the way. He really the man with the plan.
Most
Uh,
definitely, most definitely.
that's just a little concert series I try to put on, once every quarter, where it's like an online live stream.
Okay.
But it's a little different than like the average live stream where cats just kind of jump online and do whatever. So like I actually try to put on a show, get people engaged. We give away some merch. I know Tat Goals at Tat_goals with a Z. She won the screenshot contest we had last time, so she got a free T-shirt. And I try to engage the audience, and we got lights and of course DJ R&B on the ones and twos, so he killing it. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Last time we had XL, KO Bracey, Ty Harris, and we had XL, KO Bracey, Ty Harris, and me. Oh, and Bernie O hosting. Can't forget Bernie O.
Okay,
Shout
okay.
That's one thing, and I try to do like drunk live Zoom party. That's something that's like a private party on Zoom for like my, the people that really interact with me. It's just kind of my way to show appreciation to them, and we get on there and just drink and talk and be human. So I ain't up there trying to promote nothing or push nothing. We just have a good time and you know get it in. So that's part of my 2020. But I'm really hoping 2021 is open back up so I can. I'm a performing artist, so I'm used to being out there hitting the stages, networking with people face to face. So I'm looking forward to 2021 opening back up.
Most definitely, man. All right. So with that being said, man, there's been a lot of social media things going on all around the world, man, and I want to get your opinion on the change of social media because social media is steady changing on a daily basis. So how are you using social media to your advantage to really get yourself and put out your content? How do you go about using social media the way that you do?
So to be really real, I'm still working on like I have a general idea of like my demographic. That's real important. Finding out like who it is that you talking to, reaching out to, marketing. So I have like a rough picture, but I've been using social media a lot more lately to
Mm-hmm.
fine tune who that might be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been helping out. Like it's been helping out with the people that are already here. It's been helping out with their engagement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm been giving them more to look at, more for them like questions and stuff like that for them to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Past that, I've been trying to build because 2020 showed me that I had a big hole in like my digital. You know what I'm saying? I had an okay little presence, but I didn't have nothing that I could really lean on when COVID came and my shows that I had lined up start getting bumped, and I had a couple modeling gigs that got canceled or postponed or whatever. So when that started happening, I really realized it became a scramble because I really realized I didn't really have nothing set up as far as like social media goes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really a scramble to come up with stuff like Jam Concert Live and Drunk Live Zoom Party and, little stuff that people online can interact with. But I realized in that sense that it gave me a chance, even after COVID, you know what I'm saying? When stuff start opening up, it's still people that's overseas that might want to see me perform and they can't come to the venue in Raleigh or in Miami or something like that. Or it's people that live, they might live where they can get to the show,
Mm-hmm.
but they might be an introvert. They might not go out like that. They might not be able to make it to all the shows. So I still give them something to where you can sit at home. You ain't even got to put on pants. Just turn it on and watch and enjoy, you know what I'm saying, without having to, do a whole lot and find a sitter and gas up the car and all that stuff. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like COVID, the stuff that I started in 2020 will still be pretty effective later on.
Okay, okay. I feel that. I feel that. Definitely want to give a shout out to BSC Memphis was good. And definitely shouts out to Maestro MCs was goody.
Shut
Um
up.
yeah, I just had Maestra on my show not too long ago. Definitely, she definitely got some really dope vibes. So I definitely rock with it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So my next thing, man, you just released a single entitled "Gristle." Now, talk to us a little bit about Gristle and how that all came about, bro.
So, okay, so first of all, Gristle is a it was a song kind of when I first wrote it. I wrote it a while ago. I wrote it some years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a song. I had a whole second verse to it and everything. But I was actually in Medley Studios with Medley Film. Shout out Medley. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out Country. I slid through and had some studio time that I had booked with them, and I honestly, to be really real with y'all, I didn't really have nothing prepared for that night.
Mm-hmm.
But I had my notebook with some, old verses, whatever, whatever. J Country Boy Beats had just thrown me the beat, so you
Okay.
know what I'm saying. I already knew I wanted to do something over that, but I didn't know what exactly. But I had flipped through my notebook, found a dope verse, put it on there. Okay, That's how the track came about. Now, at the beginning of the track, I had said something like, nigga gonna tell me he can't get with that twerk music I've been making. That actually came from like a former fan of mine. Like he was, we was cool and everything. And out the blue, I mean, he was super supportive. He had hit me up on my on a radio show on my birthday and read it for him. Like, and I still fuck with bro, to be real. I ain't got no beef with him, but
Right.
he came out of left field one day and was just like, yeah, bro, I ain't really fuck with your music all this time. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
yeah, like,
wow.
bro, you sharing and liking and commenting and, like, you doing a lot for you to not fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But,
Right, 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 right.
that was his karma and his spirit. So I ain't cuss him out or nothing like that. I was like, well, to each his or her own. I can't make you like something you don't like. I don't
Right.
know why you get this whole time, but that's neither here nor there. But that's where that beginning part come from. And people ask me about that, like, yo, did somebody say something like that? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So yeah, came from.
Okay, okay, I feel that. The crazy thing about that, man, is I was just recently talking to somebody not too long ago, and we were just discussing how, this industry, man, is so brutal, it's so cutthroat out here, and everybody wants to, be at the top. Everybody wants to, be the best. Everybody wants to job for position. But one thing you got to realize is everybody is all chasing the same dream, chasing the same goal. So, and then on top of that, already with everything that's going on, why, put yourself in a position to want to go back and forth with somebody who you can really help in the long run, and y'all can help each other, and then y'all both could be, still, doing what you do best. But it don't necessarily have to be what you want to call it, a beef of any sorts, because I mean everybody, at some point is going to evolve. Everybody's going to evolve in their own way in their own time. You know what I mean?
That's true, and I agree with that totally. Like collaboration is probably one of the best things that you got, especially at this level where you're not a celebrity, you're not a superstar, you still trying to make your name and make your way. Like networking and collaboration and talking to people and working with people,
Mm-hmm.
but farther than hitting them up and being on some beef stuff or hitting them up trying to get a handout or something like that. Like people don't realize like you can make a damn friend. Like and honestly, I used to be one of them artists that was like, I ain't got time to talk to every last person.
Right.
You don't really have to talk to everybody, but the people that reach out and be like, yo, your music hot, talk to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I saw you at the show. I like that. Like, really engage with them. Like, let them know that you a person. Because you're not a celebrity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You not
Right.
a Italian. You not, you know what I'm saying? You not Jay-Z. So talk to him. Why
Right.
not?
Right.
A lot of people just be like, oh, yeah, thanks, and then keep it going. I'm like, oh, word, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You can check out more stuff, but if you got anything, that you got any special talents, you got any special skills, do you make music? Can you
Mm-hmm.
dance? Like, I be wanting to see what everybody else got.
Right. I feel that, and that right there, bro, is really honestly one of those things that I feel like I feel like we all are trying to do. We all are trying to, figure out, along this journey, what other skills and talents do we have? Because I'm sure we all have those hidden talents somewhere. We just got to discover them and unlock them and really, do what we got to do to, to really push the envelope for those other agendas. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Most definitely. All right, so the next thing I want to get into, man, you recently just dropped the EP, man, entitled Falcon Heavy. Now
Yep.
talk us a little bit about Falcon Heavy, and where did Falcon Heavy, how did you come up with the name and the whole entire EP behind Falcon Heavy?
So Falcon Heavy has actually been in the making since like 2015, and it was
Okay.
originally called Fat Chance. It was originally called Fat Chance, and I mean, it done went through so many changes over that time. That Country Boy Beats, what's up? It done went through so many changes over that time that it went from like a 14-track album
Mm-hmm.
to a 6-track EP.
Okay.
Um, there was a lot of reasons for that. One was like the attention span. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be really somebody for somebody to sit there and listen to 14 tracks back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Right.
I have the skill. I do feel like I have the skill for it, but at the same time, I recognize the what's the word I'm looking for? The environment. You know what I'm saying? I recognize the lay of the land. So I was like, well, let me cut it down some and let me get like the tracks that I really feel like is is special. You know what I'm saying? The ones that really pop. So I
Mm-hmm.
got
Mm-hmm.
like 1993, and they lied. And Gristle is on there, produced by Jay Country Boy Beats. He in the building.
All
They
right.
on
All
there,
right. Salute. Salute.
right? But then I also got like I got some new tracks on there that people may not have heard, like I Love It featuring Juhara, which is more like a song for the ladies, something more summertime, something more smooth. I got a joint called Stranger Than Fiction, which is brand new. Like I just did that one. I want to say like the end of last year, probably this time last year.
Okay.
Um, and it's just kind of like it's loosely about like the facade of the music industry. Like people see girls and people see, you partying or smoking weed or hopping a flight, but they don't realize that behind that it's a lot of politics, it's a lot of self doubt, it's a
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot to go behind the music that you hear and the image that's being put out, and that's kind of what that song is about loosely.
Okay.
So as you can see, like I tried to cover a little bit of ground. What's going on, Freeman Perry? I'm sorry. Um,
What's going on?
but that's kind of where it was at. I just wanted to cover some ground. I didn't want to kill people's attention span. And then also, this is the first like full original project that I dropped since like 2010. I
Okay.
done did tapes, I done did singles, but I haven't dropped like a whole just all me, all original beats project. So that's what I wanted to do. The title I told you originally it was called Fat Chance, and now it's called Falcon Heavy.
Okay.
Um, the reason I switched was because Fat Chance was kind of like you kind of mean like a long shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it may or may not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Falcon Heavy, which I got the title for that from SpaceX's launch of the Falcon Heavy rocket, where they sent the Tesla into space. That for me symbolized like independence, freedom, self-reliance, all those kind of things that like my whole image and brand kind of stand for too. So I was like, let me go ahead and switch from Fat Chance to Falcon Heavy, and let's keep it real. Falcon Heavy just sound better. So
Okay, okay. I feel that. I feel that. It's good, man, because when you're in an industry, man, where you can pretty much have free range to pretty much do whatever you want, especially when it's yours, and be able to have that versatility and be able to create how you want to create it. The beauty truly does come from within, man. So I definitely like I said, am watching you, man. Like I said, I've been watching you for a minute, and just to see your drive and to see your work and your determination, it really shows, bro, that you ain't stopping, man. You're reminding me of me right now, bro. Like, when you it's like when you get something on your mind and you are just pressed to get it done, you get it done. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I definitely make support you and everything that you got going on. You guys make sure you go and cop that Falcon Heavy. You know what I'm saying, on all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, definitely. To plug in with my man, let him know what's your favorite song off the album. Let him know what song that really spoke to you. What he's saying in his music really stuck out. Let him know all that. You know what I mean. And that's from Honcho J. You know what I mean. All right, so now I want to kind of subway a little bit because we have so many different things that are plaguing our world right now. Of course, like I said, we talked about it before. We talked about there's the pandemic going on, then there's the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Then you got all of these other issues, whether it be depression or anxiety or self-esteem issues, and you guys, like I said, it's so many different things that you can go down the list. But what I want to know from you is, for all the people out there right now that's suffering and going through different things, whether it be depression, anxiety, self-esteem, you know, uh, abandonment, or whatever the case may be, what advice do you have for the people out there to really, uplift them in this time of I want to say, I don't want to say it's sadness, but at the same time, this moment of where it's just like everything is just right here in your face type thing.
Mm-hmm. I say so. My advice, because I go through a lot of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of what I talk about, and I want to try to touch more on it in my music, but I talk about it a lot, like on my social medias and stuff, like being who you are, feeling yourself. Sometimes you do get depressed. Sometimes you do be in your own head. Like I get like that. So my advice to everybody, especially during this time right now, is first of all creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it helps a lot, and that don't necessarily. Everybody has their own brand of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Might not be a rapper. You might not be a sketch artist. You might not be a dancer. But you have something that you like to do. You might not even realize it. That's very creative. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's let's say you're a mechanic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People are like that's not very creative, but it's the way you can do certain things. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? You know how to use a tool differently than somebody know how to use a tool. Maybe you can fix something faster or better or whatever than somebody else can, and that's your version of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell everybody, use what you got, use your creativity. Also, I'm seeing for myself a lot of what's going on now is kind of based in ownership. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm own what you got going on. Own who you are as a person and own what it is that you're doing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Making
Right.
music, if you're making music, like I started getting into more finding out more about publishing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's important as
Mm-hmm.
far as owning your masters, owning your royalties, owning your rights and all that stuff. But even going back to the mechanic thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Own up to your work, for example. That's a small, you ain't got to own the whole shop. But
Mm-hmm.
if you do good work, own up to it. If you do something, if you do, bad work, or if you do something that you thought would be good and it turned out to not be good, and now they kind of upset, own up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
whatever it is you got going on, good, bad, or ugly, like own it, live in it, try to improve on it if you can, and just do that. Another one for me is productivity. That's a big one. When I start feeling down, that's when I start feeling like I need to do something with my time, something with my mind, something with my hands. So that's when I start writing, or that's when I start drawing, or that's when I'll go for a walk, or you know, something to kind of clean up the house, something to just kind of keep you from sitting there stagnant and being in your own head, feeling like I can't do this.
Right.
One step.
Right.
I done been in them situations where you don't want to get out the bed. You feel so bad. You don't want to get up out the bed and go to work. You don't want to get up out the bed and go see your girl. You just want to roll around. You can't do that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and hop up. I know it's hard, but the journey of 1,000 miles start with a single step. So hop up, find you something to do, wash the dishes, mow the grass. Just don't lay around stagnant, hating yourself and hating life. You know what I'm saying? By the time you're done, you'll feel a little bit better. If you don't do nothing but wash the dishes, you can feel a little bit better that you got something accomplished. It's a small accomplishment, but celebrate the small wins just like you celebrate the big ones.
Right. Right. Yeah, excuse me. I definitely feel that because one of the things that I found so befitting too, man, is that a lot of people, they feel as though they don't have anyone to talk to, about certain things that is going on in their life. You got people that are strung out on drugs, things of that nature. People, who are dealing with, having corona, and people who are, homeless and things of that nature, man. It's like I said, it's so much that is taken over this entire year, man, and it's almost like it's you feel in a way you feel some type of way because you want to help everybody, but then at the same time it's like man, what is there for me to do to really not only show myself that I can do it, but how can I be of a help to somebody that really genuinely may need that help, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like I try to tell people nowadays, man, is that it's not about what's the word I'm looking for? It's not about giving out as much as you give out, but it's with the genuine intent that you have within your own heart, within your own mind. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, of course, they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and do that," because they thinking that, oh, the next person is gonna be like, "Oh, well, let me get this." But no, if you're doing it with genuine intent, then 9 times out of 10, things are gonna, say, work itself out.
Right, right. And I definitely say one of my things is every drop counts. That's one of the things that I tell myself. Every drop counts. If you see somebody on the side of the road and they got the homeless sign and you ain't got nothing but 65 cents in your cup holder, give it to them. You ain't doing nothing with it. And they might can go and get, I mean, and people be like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing but go buy cigarettes with it. Da, da, da. I mean, that one little Lucy that they gonna get for that 50 cents, that might be the best thing that happened to them all day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They
Exactly.
long and all they need is a cigarette, and you just supplied it for them. You know what I'm saying? It don't always got to be. You ain't got to donate $1 million to UNICEF or whatever the hell, Make a Wish Foundation.
Right.
Some sometimes it's just a little pocket change, man. That might change somebody's whole day, a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the case may be. But that also goes for like yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can feel that same 50 cents that you gave that person. It might have made their day. It might not have. They might not even gave a damn about that 50 cents. But you know that you did something genuinely, like you said, out of just genuine kindness. However they receive it, that's on them. That's their spirit.
That's
But
true.
you put it out there. You put it out into the universe that I'm gonna give. You know what I'm saying? I might not have it to give, but that ain't neither here nor there. This person need help, and I'm in the position to do even a little bit that maybe can alleviate some stress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell, again, oh, they gonna go buy drugs, man. They might, their whole family might be laying in the damn van around the corner somewhere, and you just bought them a meal at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or might be a crackhead, but that's not really for you to judge because you can judge wrong. You can assume wrong. You know
That's
what I'm
true
saying?
though.
Right. So you thinking, oh, I don't want to give. He gonna go hop in a Mercedes Benz after he take my little change, or he might be living in a tent in the woods somewhere. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It ain't
And
up to you.
and
Go ahead. Go ahead.
not to cut you off, bro. But that's one of those things, man, that I find also very um I find it very challenging because when we see and hear these stories and we see these stories for ourselves and we see the condition, our heart automatically breaks for the person because it's like, yeah, we may not know what it is that may have led them to this point, but it's like, it's just something in you that just says like, yo, I gotta help. I gotta, so I gotta do something to really, try to, show this person that it's still truly some genuine good people out here. And I even for me, man, like being in this profession, of course, I'm always hearing like you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta always do this and do that, which and to a degree is true. But my thing has always been, cause see me, just a little side story, like when when I first got into it, this whole thing, this business of music, bro, like, of course, I was like the next person I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be glitz, glitter, fame, boom, boom. But, of course, came the hard work and the responsibility, and then I started meeting people, from all over that, was wanting to be like, yo, I'm gonna take you up under my wings, show you this, show you that, teach me this, teach
Mm-hmm.
me that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm grateful for the opportunity. But now in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, now I feel like I've been doing this for a little minute now, so I feel like now some type of revenue or income should not be coming in from whatever I'm doing. And I think and it's crazy because me and some artists was having this conversation last night. We was talking about how it's funny how other artists can say, oh, they're gonna charge for their merchandise, they're gonna charge for their service, but then the moment that you're doing, you yourself personally decide to do something, and you tell them, oh, you're gonna charge for such and such, then it's like, oh, well, they ain't got it or they can't do it. But it's like I wasn't giving you that same energy when you was talking about, oh, buy your shirt or buy your music or go online, go to Spotify or whatever. So it's one of those things, man, where it can't be it can't be just one sided. Like if you're gonna tell somebody to invest in your brand and invest in your in whatever you got going on, then you gotta at least be willing enough to be like, okay, you know what, you have invested in me, or you have done X, Y, Z. So now let me flip the script a little bit, and now let me do what I got to do to help invest in you, so that way you can go forward. You know what I mean?
Right. And I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. And one of my big sayings is, if you want to start a business relationship, the quickest way is to buy something or to book an appointment. Like, people be online like, oh, I can't get them to respond, da 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 da. And I've been there sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Where
Right.
you feel like I can't get them to respond, or I can't get them to show love. A lot of the times, especially when it comes down to a business, like I hear it a lot for like hair salons and nail salons, that it's hard to get in contact with the owner to find out the prices or whatever, or to find out, you know what I'm saying, get their questions answered. The quickest way, the quickest way, book an appointment. You know what I'm saying? Go on their website or whatever, or hit them up and be like, hey, I want to book an appointment. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. A lot of the times, people will be more receptive to that as a business person than they would, hey, can you tell me? Hey, can you give me? Hey, can you show me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then at the same time, exactly like you said. For example, if somebody I know been coming to me for graphics, I do graphic design.
Right.
If somebody been coming to me for a while for graphics, and you done, you know what I'm saying, you done paid for graphics, at some point I might just throw you a free graphic. You know what I'm saying? At some point I might just hit you. Oh, you got a new single. I seen you got your new single you've been working on. I'll do the graphic for you. You know what I'm saying? You've been fucking with me, I'm gonna fuck with you in return.
Right.
And that
Right.
really strengthens, like, people don't realize that strengthens, that one hand washes the other mentality. That really strengthens the bond. Now that person that was buying graphics from you, you know what I'm saying, he already fucked with you because he's already spending his money with you, he's shopping with you. But now
Mm-hmm.
you done free work and it's good and he ain't have to pay for it. He's still gonna shout you out for it. But he'll feel like, this a real dude. People want to feel like you a real person. Not
Mm-hmm.
just, I just want your money, give me your money. You
Mm-hmm.
know, feel like they want to feel involved. Okay, I'm putting my money into this. What am I gonna get in return? And yeah, everybody ain't in for the reciprocation, but like, for example, when people donate to Jam Concert Live, I give people the option to donate. You know what I'm saying? If you donate at a certain level, I'll shout you out on air. I'll tag your name in the post, so when I'm sharing it, it's great for businesses. Like, if you got a hair salon or something, I will tag your name in the post. So now while I'm sharing it around, people can see, oh, Gigi's hair salon sponsored, or Gigi's hair salon donated. Let me go see what they got. Oh, she be doing, she got the finger waves, she got the micro braids, she can
Mm-hmm.
do tracks and sew-ins, and oh, let me book an appointment. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a small way that you can give back. It don't always have to be monetary neither. One
Right.
hand wash the other. You just show love, get love. And people be like, well, I've been showing love, I ain't get love back. Well, to me, that means you didn't show enough love. Show more love. Show all the love that you can. And sometimes it's going to be whack. If you feel like you're not getting the reciprocation of energy, then go ahead and cut it off. But put your energy out there first. You know what I'm saying? Let people know that you're willing to put it out there.
Right. And one other thing that just came to my attention, man, when it now that we're on this subject, is another thing that I find, so wild to me, is the fact that, a lot of people are quick to say, that it's not always about the money, because they do what they do, because they genuinely want to do it. Now, granted, on one hand, yeah, it's good, to be paid for your services and do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, say for example, if you got somebody who who is starting to rock with you, starting to rock with what you got going on, but that person isn't financially set, then why still charge them the full amount? Now that's a difference. It's different if they out here working, or they got maybe 2 or 3 jobs lined up that they got going on, or they got different ventures, or different hands in different places where they're building this income. But if they're just working off of one network, where it's just one income coming in, and they're only able to dish out maybe X amount of dollars, then it's like, what I don't see what the issue is of maybe as even if the person still, like you said, even if the person rock with you, I feel like it's an issue when the person still try to charge the full price when they know the person ain't really balling like most other people out here may be balling, as they say.
And so, and I agree because for me, what makes it tough, I've been on both sides at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been the artist that's like starving and struggling and don't really got the money to do it. I still be like that sometimes. And then at the same time, I've been the one with the service where somebody is coming and they ain't really got the money like that and da 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 da. And it's kind of like a give and take. You know what I'm saying? For me, that comes down to networking. You know what I'm saying? Even if you haven't necessarily spent with me, if you've been talking to me, and when I say networking, I don't necessarily just mean, oh, you've been sharing all my shit and listening to all my music and da da da.
Right.
It's all about me, but when I add somebody or when somebody add me, I'm gonna be under the comments and we're gonna be joking and we're gonna be laughing. And if we have that rapport to where we comment on each other's stuff or we message back and forth or whatever, and I know your situation, I'll be more prone to be like, okay, I know you a person. I know who you are as a person. I know you're not in the best of shape, and I've been there too myself, so I can understand that, and I would definitely work with somebody. Um, but I got to know you. Like it's different when you kind of like with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't work with you. I've been watching you. We talk. We got a rapport. So if you
Mm-hmm.
hit me up, like, bro, I need a graphic, and I know you charge da 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 da, but I ain't got the da 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 da. I'll be more likely to work with that because I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas random person that I done had random people, um, especially when I get ready to do jam concert. It's
Right.
always somebody that slide in my inbox that I ain't never heard of,
Right.
never to. They ain't added nothing, shared nothing, asked me. They ain't said nothing about nothing, but here they come out the blue like, bro, how can I get on your show?
Right.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is network with me, like, and talk to me, like a person. Let's build a rapport. Let's go back and forth and have a conversation. Let's see where each other is at. Whatever. Joke, laugh, whatever. Comment, memes. But let me know that you a person and not just somebody looking for, you gonna pop up. I'm gonna put you on the show, and then I ain't never gonna hear from you again. Or I'm gonna pop up.
Exactly. Exactly.
I done put niggas on shows, and again, I done been on both sides. I've been the artist, and I've been the show planner. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
event planner. So I'm real understanding. If somebody hit me up and be like, "Yo, I can't make it. My kid got sick and I had to go to the hospital." Well, I got a
Right.
5-year-old, so I know shit happened with kids, but if you just don't show up,
Mm-hmm.
ain't sent me no message, I hit you up the next day like what happened, you don't respond, you about to get blocked, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, exactly, exactly. And not to continue on because I definitely want to kind of switch up the tempo a little bit. But my last thing I will say on that note, when it comes to that, man, is that I just wish, man, that people, and I'm trying to find the best words to use for this, but I just wish that others understood that just all right for it's like this. Say you making top ranked dollar right now with your business and what you got going on. I just
obviously.
wish that others understood that even though you yourself is making that much money, you got to realize other people, like you said, are coming from the bottom, working their way to the top. So you can't expect them to just be like, oh, well, you got to drop a bag on me just to do, just to get my services or just to, get me or whatever the case may be. Because again, people got to realize that it's gonna take them time, just like it may have taken just like it may have taken you time, and then it goes to show that it's like you help me, I help you type thing. So it's like, for example, if I'm steady helping you on a 24/7 basis, and then that one time that I'm like, bro, I need such and such, and you tell me, oh, I can't do it. If 50-50 chance, I'm gonna be like, well, damn, like, we got this relationship, we didn't build up this rapport so much to the point where, I feel as though there should really be no response. And especially the thing that gets it, and here's what people fuck up at. People be like, oh, I ain't got XYZ, but then be on social media flexing as if they got it. But it's like, you told me you ain't have it. So which one is it? I would rather you tell me, look, I just listen. I just either I don't rock with you like that, or I just don't feel comfortable giving my money to you like that, or either you feel me, just keep it a band. I'd rather go through that than to make it seem like, oh, you tell me you ain't got it, and then I gotta hear from somebody else or see on social media that you got it, and you could have just been up front me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with you. So the first thing, I mean, in my opinion, the first thing I do, I ask questions. And I tell people to ask questions. Ask me questions. If you wanna get one of my services or something like that, ask me what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Ask me
Right.
what that rate includes, and I'll tell you what kill me is when you go to somebody, you ask them 3 questions, and now they like, oh, you wasting my time. Da 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 da. Well, you just lost a potential sale. How do you know I wasn't gonna drop a bag on you? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Acting all like you too good. And that always takes me back. It was one time I called Spectrum, but at the time they was Time Warner still. I called them and was asking them questions about like their marketing packages and stuff like that. I couldn't afford that shit at the time. I knew that, but I wanted to know the information.
Right.
That man sat on the phone with me for about 20, 30 minutes and answered every question I had.
Mm-hmm.
How was, what areas you cover, what's the demographic, what time frames. Like I asked this man question after question. He gave me answer after answer after answer. And I like I said at the beginning when I first started this story, I knew I couldn't afford that shit, but I wanted to know the information. And he gave me the information. One day when I can afford that shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back and making that call again, you know.
Right. Right. Right.
People get on here and they like, well, don't ask me no bunch of questions if you ain't gonna buy. Well, I ain't gonna buy if I ain't asked you the questions that I need to know what I'm getting.
My
You
point
know?
exactly. My point exactly.
And the number one, well, you wouldn't go to Walmart and da 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 da. You don't know what I go to Walmart and do, my dude. I go
Right.
to ask them 30 questions and pay with a jar of pennies and ask them for the employee discount and everything, nigga. Like, you're not Walmart, bro.
Exactly. Like that man, man. That's how I tell you that people out here, they're funny, man. And I, this is why now I sit back and I just watch and I just observe because I'm like, and I'm listening because I'm like, okay, I'm hearing what you're saying, but yeah, I know there's something behind the reason why you not really trying to be, just green light on what it is that I may be asking for. So it is what it is. But I just feel like I said again, people need to really stop and think for all the people that helped you get to where you need to be in your career. Don't sit here and try to jeopardize, not even jeopardize, but sit here try to high charge somebody for a service or a product, and that not too long ago you was just at that same level of where that person was at, and they helped you and they took all their money and they invested all in you. But now all of a sudden, now that you didn't got big time, you didn't moved out the city, you didn't did XYZ, or you didn't got signed to a label. Now all of a sudden you don't know nobody. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh well, I ain't got it right now because I'm trying to do this, or I'm trying to get the next car, or I'm trying to get my home studio built, or whatever the case may be. And that right there, to me, sometimes it can kind of fault me a little bit, but I'm just like, you know what? People gonna be people. It is what it is. But I just know, like my mama always told me, it's one thing. It's like the people that dogged you out, people that said they ain't got nothing for you are gonna be the same people that that when you get successful, they're gonna be coming to you all the time asking, yo, let me get this, let me get that. But by then it's gonna be too late, because when they had the opportunity to help you build from the ground up, they was talking about, oh, you got to pay me this, or you got to pay me that just to rock me, or just to shop me. And I feel like it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. And
But
then so the flip side, I think the flip side of that and the ugly side that a lot of people don't want to talk about is there are levels.
right.
There are people that are simply overcharging. Like, let's keep it real. There are some people that are simply overcharging for whatever they got going on. But there's some people that have earned the right to charge. Like, they might be charging a bag, but they might really be worth that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely a factor too. And that's why I said you got to ask questions, because a businessman, or a businesswoman, a business person, somebody that really is about their business, they gonna carry themselves like they about their business. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like I said about the questions and the research, if you know you ain't got nothing going on, or if you know you overcharging or you taxing and you don't deliver what you plan on, or what you talking about you got, you're gonna act funny. You're gonna move a certain kind of way. You're gonna respond a certain kind of way. You can usually tell when somebody ain't really serious or when they kind of pulling the wool over your eyes. And
Mm-hmm.
so just ask questions, man. Ask questions. If they answer every last question, even if you don't buy nothing, there's a good chance you need to go back and buy something.
Right, right. Big facts, big facts.
But
I
yeah,
feel that.
you definitely gotta. I definitely encourage people to work at their level. You know what I'm saying? Like if, for example, if you're an artist and you need music videos and you can't afford $500, $1,000, $2,000 for a top rate video, you know what I'm saying? You might have to start smaller than that. You might have to go to the local college and see who taking a photography class or who taking a videography class. You might have to, you know what I'm saying? Your homeboy been saying he interested in it's not gonna be the best quality. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? You get your homeboy to just hold the camera and shoot, it ain't gonna be the best quality. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You don't get a Medley Films quality music video. But at the same time, that's networking. So
Mm-hmm.
now your boy is on the team. You know what I'm saying? And you a small time artist, you recording on your karaoke mic in your bedroom, you ain't really got a full studio set up. He got one little camera that he like to use, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't necessarily the best of cameras, but he like to shoot. Well, now you got somebody on your team and y'all can build together. So now when he get to the level that he's shooting videos like Medley Films, he remember you was the very first motherfucker that fucked with him. He remembered that when you ain't had no studio and he ain't had no camera, y'all put it together and made something happen. So now you got the studio, he got the camera, y'all got a dynamo, y'all got a powerhouse going on, and y'all can both remember, bro, that nigga shot my videos when I couldn't find nobody to shoot my video. You know what I'm saying?
My point exactly. And with that being said, you know, I definitely appreciate that insight wholeheartedly on that whole spectrum, man, because that's definitely what it's about. I hope you guys out there that are watching and that are listening are really gaining this knowledge right now, because it's different tactical information. All right, and my last and final thing, man, you will be doing your last and final show of 2020 on October the 11th in Random in North Carolina. Talk to us a little bit real quickly, briefly, about this show that's coming up on October the 11th, and what can the people expect from you from this show?
So this is actually shout out Eddie Ruger for the opportunity. It's called the Gate City Showdown, and it's actually going to be a whole car and truck show at the Red Barn in Randleman, North Carolina. I don't know the address right off the top of my head, so y'all feel free to Google it. The Red Barn in Randleman, North Carolina. That's October the 11th. And I'm gonna share the flyer on my page so y'all can get all the information and everything. It's on my fan page. I'm gonna have it up on my website soon. As soon as I update it, y'all bear with me. But it's gonna be a lot of dope acts on there. Eddie Ruger in Greensboro is known for putting on good quality shows, bringing out a good crowd, bringing out some high energy performers that is serious about their craft. So it's gonna be a real good show. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with Ed_E_Ruger to find out more. And then we got tickets available. They only $10 a pop. If you hit me up and get your ticket, I'll also give you a free I'm the Fat Boy wristband to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So just a way to say thank you. Tickets are already moving, even though it's still, we got like 3 weeks, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So tickets are already moving. So do not wait until the last day and be like, bro, where you got a ticket left? Because I ain't. I ain't gonna have one. Y'all definitely
Right.
now. It's gonna be a show. It's definitely gonna be worth your time, and it's gonna be my last performance for 2020. So if you ain't never seen me perform, if you been waiting all 2020, if you haven't seen me since March, I've been definitely shouting out my friends, like my friends, family, fans, whatever, supporters. Some of us we haven't seen each other close to face since like February, March. So y'all please come out. I want to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to rock out for y'all. October 11th at the Red Barn in Randleman, North Carolina. Definitely come through.
Most definitely. With that, well, with that being said, my brother Fat Boy, listen, man, it is always, always, always a pleasure chopping it
Sure.
up with you. I definitely salute you, my brother, and everything that you got going on, man. And I definitely I'm grateful for this interview that we've had once again, man. Just to catch up, just to see what you've been got going on, man. I definitely see what you got going on, and I definitely can't wait. I definitely can't wait for us to link, man, because I don't even think we have actually linked in person, or have we?
Not yet, not yet. But I'm trying. I'm definitely. I know you've been having the joint at Arcade of Thrones. I'm definitely trying
Yeah.
to and witness one of them. Like not even. I want to perform, but I definitely want to pull up on one when I'm not even performing and just see what's up. Because that should be it. Be looking lit. I be seeing the videos. It be looking lit. Even
Yeah,
with
man. We did our thing last night, man. So definitely, it's definitely something to see, man. But like I said, bro, we appreciate you. We thank you for tapping in to episode 133 of the Independent Scene. With yours truly, Honcho J. You guys, thank you. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been my time, but I love you, every single last one of you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your appreciation. Fat Boy, keep doing what you do. This has been the Independent Scene, and you are now tuned in to the latest hottest show and the most episodic show on Instagram Live. That is the Independent Scene, episode 133 with your true Honcho J. I'll see you guys next time. Let's get it.